Right, good evening, good night, good afternoon, wherever you may be across the globe. I am Philip Oladejo, the Executive Director of the Global Authors Club and Business Award UK. And I'm live in the studio with one of my guests today. For those that will be watching the broadcast, now, or those that will be watching the broadcast just shortly after the live broadcast. I am Philip Oladejo. I'm the founder and the executive director of the Global Authors Club, the UK. What do? We train, coach individuals to put their stories into books and also to sell or train from their books. Coaches, speakers, entrepreneurs is we encourage you, we train you, we coach you, we support you to write your books, put your story into book and inspire people, thousands, millions of entrepreneurs across the globe. So we train you, we coach you, we support you on how to make it happen. So if you want to train, if you want to write your books, you are thinking of how to write my books, and you don't know how to do that yet, we can give you the support to write a very good book at a very competitive price. So today I have I have a guest here who her name is Charity Iyamu, and she's based in the UK. And she's going to be speaking to us about how she has got to where she is now, the struggle, and how she has managed to get to where she is now. So she'll be sharing that story, very inspiring, compelling story with us today. So I want to encourage you to please share, subscribe to this channel so you can, and also click on the notification button so you can, it can be made aware when we have an interview with people who have come to share their story, because in this story you will be inspired. So also, before I go, if you're in the UK, London to be precise, on the 28th of October 2022 at the Holiday Inn, High Street, Kensington in London. Holiday Inn, High Street, Kensington. We are holding LinkedIn Hangout and the Global Authors Club Business Award in the UK here, and this will be the first time in 4 years that we are holding this, and the very first time that we are holding the LinkedIn Hangout. And also, we are going to be celebrating the Black History Month. So if you are in London, or you live very close to London, the UK, you are welcome. The ticket is actually on the screen. The link to the ticket, if you want to attend as an attendee, the ticket, the link is actually on there, or you can actually contact me on my LinkedIn page, Philip Oladejo, and you get all the information that you need to attend. And also, if you are a speaker, coach, or author, entrepreneurs, and you want to speak on the stage, now this is your chance to do so. And we have so many information and support for you if you are author, coaches, or businesses. So I will be going live now to my to bring in my guests at Charity. You know, I've listened to our story, very inspiring story, very inspiring and compelling story, and I know that you are going to be inspired when you listen to this lady. She's done it. She's managed to go through the trouble of starting a business in the UK, and she has succeeded against the obstacles, and she will be sharing that story with you here, right here in the studio. So I want to encourage you, take your seat and be ready for inspiration. I am Philip Oladejo again, the Executive Director of the Global Authors and Business Award UK. So take your seat, get a pen, and be ready for inspiration. Again, if you're in the UK and you live in London or around London, and you are a speaker, coach, entrepreneurs, authors, and you're looking for a stage where you can actually speak and promote your business, now we have a program for you at a network evening which is happening on the 28th of October 2022. So get in touch, look at the screen, and drop me a message, and I will be here to support you. So, and also again in December 2022, we have the Global Authors and Business Award, which means if you're an author, a speaker, entrepreneur, you can actually apply for an award and then have your business team come into the night and we celebrate you. So you can see one of the awards right here. So without any further ado, I am going to be bringing my guest into the studio, and she's going to be sharing our story with you. Here comes amazing, incredible Charity Iyamu. You're welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you so much, Philip. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor, and I just want to say thank you. I appreciate this. Thank you so much.
I must say to you, Charity, you look absolutely gorgeous. My
Thank you.
goodness.
Thank you so
Wow,
much.
wow. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I've looked through your bio, and I was very inspired. And a couple of times that we've had conversation, every time we speak, I love your story, and I know that so many entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, speakers, coaches would be inspired by that story today. And just before we go, it is Nigeria's Independence Day, our country. So happy Independence Day to our great
Exactly.
country, Nigeria, the country where great people are being made, and we are making great, intelligent people. So happy independence to my Nigeria and my fellow Nigerians. So if you are watching the broadcast this very minute, could you do us a favor? Share this broadcast so that others can actually hear, see, and be inspired by this story. So, chat, let's go straight to the point. Could you just introduce yourself? Because I can't wait to hear the story again. Very inspiring. Introduce yourself again to our audience.
Thank you so much, Philip, for having me again once more. Thank
Yes.
you so much. And guys, happy Independent Day to Nigerians, wherever you might be that you're watching this from. It's good to see that we are celebrating our 62nd year, and it's amazing. All right. My name is Charity Iyamu. I am based here in the UK. I am first a child. I was a child, and then I got married, and then And then I got married, I became a wife and had children, I became a mom. And then I am a business entrepreneur, I am a health and a life coach. Whatever you want to call me, call me. That's who I am. My name is
Wow.
Charity. Thank
I
you.
love that introduction. I just love that. Wow. So she's telling you, an audience, now her name is Charity. She's married. So don't send any invite or message. Yeah, she's married. The husband is watching right now. She has two amazing, beautiful girls, and she's doing so well. And we are so proud of you. And again, happy Independence Day to our beloved country, Nigeria. So, Charity, I let's just start with this. Let's just start with it
Mhm.
because every time we have conversation, I love that story of how things started. Now, tell us, what do you do in particular now?
Currently, I am into a business with a company. I'm a franchise partner with a company, and what we do is to promote health and wellness worldwide. We inspire healthy living. We get to encourage people, to change their lifestyle by applying one simple change. We have plant-based products that help with your health and well-being that can actually kick you off. So that's what I do currently. And I don't know if you want me to go into the other bit of me being a health and a life coach as well, but I know you've got
Go,
questions that
go,
you want.
yes, go ahead. Just tell us. We want to just know what you do. So you have a health franchise that you work with, and you
Yes, I
also
do have a
tell us
franchise.
you're also a coach as well. So tell us about that.
Okay, I started this business opportunity 7 years ago, and it's something that when we look at ourselves as individuals, we don't know what we have inside of us until we actually take that step, make a decision. to do something to change our lives. So for me, kicking off this business 7 years ago led me to discover something I never thought about, and that's becoming a health and a life coach. And that's what I am currently, and I've just gotten certified in the month of April this year, and I'm really looking forward to branching into that aspect of my career and make the best of it, because I believe as individuals we have got something that God has put inside of us that we need to unleash.
Wow. Now, I love the aspect of the health coach. And I've watched a couple of your videos, and they are very inspiring because most people, they want the change. Now, they want the change, they want to look fit, they want to do this, they want to do that, but they don't have the mental capacity to go out and do it. Now, yeah, take us through that. What does it entail as a health coach?
Okay, being a health coach means the fact that you are going to be able to help someone else. You know, you also have to do it yourself. It starts with you.
Absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
starts with you as a health coach, or whatever you do, it starts with you. So now, when I became a franchise, let me just roll back, if you don't mind me, Philip. If I could
Yes,
just
that's fine.
roll back
Go
to
on, let's go back.
before
Go on. Yes,
before I got to where I am, because there might be somebody out there that might be listening that can actually resonate with where I am coming from, that probably might
absolutely.
be in the same similar situation as we are talking to now, that is listening either to today or on replay or whatever. So for me, before I got into this business opportunity of becoming a franchise partner to this health industry that has been in existence for 52 years now, I never knew what it meant to be healthy. Just like what Philip said, not having that mental capacity, or being ignorant, of the fact that, oh, living healthy or eating healthy is not for me, because we all tend to like believe that we are already eating healthy and we're already living healthy because we have maybe one fruit a day, or we have one banana a day and things like that. So so what I now did when I got into this got into this industry as a franchise partner, I had, like I said, I had no idea, guys. Honestly speaking, I
Wow.
had no idea, not because I did not want to know, but because I was ignorant,
Wow. Ignorance. Wow.
you know. But because I was ignorant, because mostly for we that come from Africa, we have this, this mindset. If I should put it that way, we have this mindset that, oh, you know what? Oh, once I'm able to sit down and have my African food, and
Yes.
healthy lifestyle is for the Western world, not for
Yes.
we African. That's a mindset that we need to erase from our mentality, because it's not helping us. That's what is really, really killing us as Africans, because we need to change that mentality. So for me, it took me coming in contact with this industry for me to actually realize that, you know what, I need to start eating healthy. Because to be honest to you, after I had my first daughter, my second daughter, I became really, really overweight.
Wow. Wow.
You know,
Wow.
I became really, really overweight, and I needed to do something about my health. I needed to do something about that weight. But like I said, it's not until you make that decision, it's not until you take that step and get out of that comfort zone. Because most of us, we are we love that comfort zone. When we are in it, we don't want to get out of it. But you know what, like they always say, once you jump over the fence, what you're looking for is over on the other side of the fence. But
Absolutely.
you need to jump over. So for me, I did. I had
Wow.
to jump over because I got tired of the way I looked. I got tired of the way I felt, not because of what people were saying to me, but because of me and for myself.
Wow.
So that was how I got into the industry, got on it, was able to lose my weight. And to be honest to you, the business side of it was something that I, even till date, it kind of wows me, because I never imagined myself to be an entrepreneur, to be somebody that would venture into a business. But like I said at the beginning, there are certain things that we have inside of us. It takes the grace of God for God to actually say, you know what, I'm sick and tired of seeing this person that calls himself or myself my child going through what she has to do, because there is more inside of him, there is more inside of her. And I think for me that's what happened, because I lost my job when I had my
Wow.
first daughter due to childcare. And for that reason, I became a full-time stay-at-home mom, started looking after my daughter. And then while I was looking at, oh, it's time for me to get back to work, I became pregnant for my second daughter and I had a second baby. So that 6 years I stayed at home. 6 years I stayed at home depending on my husband for every single penny that was coming from him. Everything was literally coming from him. Who is here listening to me today that you're sick and tired of where you are,
Wow.
but you need somebody? Somebody has to step into your life. You need to hear somebody tell you their story. You need to hear somebody tell you their story for you to actually say, you know what, if this person can do it, I can do it. But tonight, here you are tonight, you've got the opportunity. I never had the opportunity to listen to someone to tell me
Wow.
that I could do it. But you know what? I'm grateful to God today because I listened to that voice. Because I sat down when I reached out to the lady that I reached out to say, you know what, I want to get on this your weight loss journey. I really want to lose weight. Because what, I got to the point in my life that I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick
Wow.
and tired of looking at myself in the mirror and seeing who I was becoming. And I knew there was more inside of me, but I was not able to discover what this more was.
Wow. Wow.
So there might be someone who is listening. You know there is more to you, but you don't know how. How do I bring out the more that is inside of me? So
Wow.
for me, that was it. I knew there was more to charity. I knew there was
Mm.
more that I could give out, but I did not know how to start. And that's what this business opportunity gave to me. So I reached out, bought the product, and instantly, after being a stay-at-home mom for 6 years, depending on my husband for every penny, I had a voice. And I believe it's the voice of the Holy Spirit. I do apologize if you're not a Christian. You might
Yes,
not really.
yes. Yeah, that's what we are. We are Christians. We are promoting Christian business. So if you're watching, we want you to be inspired by this story. So we are Christian. I'm a pastor. A pastor in church. So and we just have to showcase that to actually inspire somebody. Now, somebody wrote a book. Sorry, I digress. Someone wrote a book that the title of the book was "When the Prayer is Not the Answer." Because sometimes you can be praying and God is looking at you and thinking that I've created you, I've given you the brain. All you got to do is to launch out. That's what you did. You
Mhm.
identify the problem. Majority of people who are listening or who will be watching today this broadcast, they can identify the problem, but they are not ready to launch out. They identify, they pray about it. Now, prayer is good. As a pastor, I teach it. But prayer only opens your eyes to see what you need to do. If you don't do it, it will not change. So
Exactly.
there's no apology, Charity, for that. Now we are proud that we're Christian, we're faith-based business owners, and we're proud of it. So let's do it. Go on.
So I heard the voice and he said to me, you know what? You're looking for something to do. You know, this lady just made some money off you. And before I forget, guys, I was already in debt.
Wow.
I was
Wow.
already in debt. I had a debt that I have actually accumulated on my credit card that my husband was not aware of, that I needed to settle. But I said to myself, I needed to do something for myself. If it's me taking the risk, then I've got to do it. So I took the risk and I registered and I became a franchise partner to this company. And that's where my story began.
Wow.
Because just me taking that step of faith, just
Mm.
me taking that leap of faith and listening to that voice, and I went ahead and I joined the business. And I said, and rolling to 7 years now in this business that I have been doing, it kind of opened up a different aspect of my life, which is the health and life coach that I'm doing, that I'm looking to venture into, that I'm looking to divert into and add to me being an entrepreneur and also being a mom and a wife and all of that. So that's how it started. And so we got to towards the beginning of, with the pandemic and everything. And then I was like, I need to start doing something. I'm already helping people, to live healthy, and I'm also living healthy, and I know what it means to be living healthy because of this company that has given me this opportunity. And I said, there's something that I need to be doing. I want
Wow.
to, but I wasn't sure what it was. And then my husband turned around and he said to me, have you thought about being a health coach? Because you're already helping people. So why don't you look into wanting to go out there and become a health and life? And I said, you know what? This my brain can't take anything about reading. I just want to make the money. I don't want to read anymore. And he goes, just do it. So I summoned the courage and I went ahead. Was it easy for me to be doing that? It wasn't, but I went ahead. And even when I had finished the course, even when I had finished everything, I got my certificate, I was like, okay, now I'm a health and a life coach. If I hadn't taken that step, if I hadn't made that decision
Right.
to change me for me and not for anyone else, I won't be here with you, Mr. Philip.
Wow, wow. Well, let's just pause there because I want. Well, listen, I will say to you, Charity, since I've been having people on this show, your story and your direct communication, um, I haven't had that. It's like you are speaking directly to people. I love that because I want people to make a decision today. You can
Mm-hmm.
either stay where Charity was years ago or take a step that she took. Now, let me just rephrase what she said. She said, because there are so many people, Charity, that are going to be inspired by your story. And listen, if you want to see Charity again speaking on the stage, now there's opportunity for you to meet with Charity on the 28th of October, 2022, at the Holiday Inn in London, and she'll be speaking on the stage. Listen, you need to meet with this lady. Right? You've got to be. If you're in the UK or if you're not in the UK, go and get your visa now. Go and get your visa now.
Go get your visa
Yeah,
within 28 days, within 27 days.
yes, just to them to say, I've got to listen to this lady in London. I've got to be at the event. Now, this is what you said, Charity, and I love it. I love this point. I have to take that risk. So many people out there, speakers, coaches, whether you are in Nigeria, you're Africa, in anywhere you are, they talk about the problem. They are not willing to take the risk. So if you're going to change anything, you must be willing to take the risk. Now, the other thing Charity said, she said she take the step. She took the step. So you have to take the step. That is, you need to get in touch with people who have done it before. For example, Charity has been doing this business for 7 years. So if you are watching this afternoon, or you are going to watch these broadcasts now, I'm going to work with Charity. We need to build a coaching business together, so you can learn so much and you can transform your life. Things about Africans is the way we are brought up is to get education. It's like you are a doctor or you're an accountant, or you just have to be, if you are not one of those, you know anything. But that's how we've been brought up. Listen, you can become an entrepreneur. You can make money for yourself. You can live well for yourself. You don't have to be waiting for depending on people, because we have this mentality that we have to become a parasite, that somebody have to send me money. I know that we depend on people. And so she had to take the step. Now she took the risk. She was in debt. So she recognized the problem and she did something about it. Now she reached out. So I don't know who you need to reach out. If you are watching this broadcast, you are a woman, you're a man, you're thinking there's something that you have to do, reach out. There are people out there. Connect with me on my link page, on my LinkedIn page, Philip Oladejo, or connect with to Charity. There are people out there, and that is the reason why we organize this quarterly networking. So you get to meet people. Reality. Last week, I think the week before, I had Dr. Moses. a property guru in UK. This man told this story, very inspiring. So we have people, as we celebrate the Black History Month, so we have people, great people in the Black community that can help you out. So you need to reach out. You've got to take the step, and then you need to do something about it. Do something about it. So the next thing I'm going to ask is, now, you've been on this journey for 7 years, and your intention was to help people, because when you are going into business, you need to give value. Majority of people, their main focus is making money. And so to make money, make money, make money. Now, if your attention is making money, you are likely not to go far. But if your attention is offering value to people, helping people out, you will go really far. So how long has it? No, I know you've been 7 years, but with you are a health coach, a life coach. How long in total has it taken you to get here?
Wow. Now, I want to say this to anyone that is listening. I left Nigeria at a very young age. And for anyone that goes into any of the Western countries, there's something that we other people, when you come in, they tell you that, oh, it's really, really hard. This country is hard. Oh, you get us a B.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
I had you know, and I want to change that mindset
Good.
for anyone that is listening to me. I want to change that mindset to say that you can become who you want to become.
Yes,
You don't let someone else decide for you. Because
absolutely.
I fell into that category of UK is hard. It's difficult to break into the walls, you know? And then you start listening to people, and then you lose yourself as a person.
Absolutely.
You lose the quality that you carry inside of you as a
Mm,
person. Because why? Because somebody else has told you, and you've believed that tale that you have been told. So I came into the UK at a very young age, and I
mm.
started working as a chef. I became a chef, and went into college and all of that, and came out. And I remember the day I turned around and said to my head chef, I said, "Chef, you know what? I need to go back to school." And he
Wow.
turned around, he turned around and he said to me, Timothy, but you're very good at what you do. I love what you do and all of that.
Mm,
And just like what you said, Mr. Philip, we have this mentality of you've got to go to school. Just go to
yes.
school, get into that wall of school, get that degree and all of that. So I said to him, Chef, you know what? I'm I'm the fifth person in my family, and
Wow.
I'm the last in my family. So every
Wow.
other person in my family has a degree, and I
Wow.
don't want to be left out. Yeah, I said to him, I don't want to be left out.
Right.
And he said to me, okay, if that's what you want to do, Charity, you just go ahead. But I just want you to know that you are good at what you are doing. I'm going to let you go if
Right.
that's what you want to do. So I went in, got a degree, went to University of London, Goldsmiths College, got my degree, came out, and I started looking for a job. If I had, if and when I looked, there was nothing. I couldn't get a job in that
Wow.
field that I've
Wow.
actually wasted. I'm not going to say I wasted, because what
Mm,
I learned is now helping me
right.
in my business.
Yes.
Yeah. But then I looked at it as I've just wasted 3 years, you know, going to read computing and information systems. And for me to come out now, and I couldn't get a job. So I was already doing a part-time job in customer service. So I said, you know what, it will be a good thing to venture into that. Let me just go into that while, things roll in. So I got into customer service, built my business up, built my career up in the area of customer service, and got up to the level that, where I was before I left. So with this business that I discovered 7 years ago, I want to sit down here today confidently, by the grace of God, to tell anyone out there who cares to listen, who cares to take that step, who cares to take that leap of faith today, and say to yourself, I am ready to change my life.
Wow.
Because not until you get to that point, not until you get to that situation, because I don't want you to get to the point that I got to, that made that I realized that, you know what, I needed something for myself,
Mm,
that I needed to do this. Because I know there's another aspect of my story which I'm not going to be telling you today.
mm.
Sorry, Mr. Philip. This is for anyone who cares, who wants to listen more, who wants to hear more of my struggles
Wow.
from a very young age, and to where I am today by the grace of God. If you really want to listen to that aspect, that side of my story, please get your ticket.
Wow. Wow.
See me on the 28th of this month as I stand on that stage and I share that aspect of my story. And just to let you know, I am going to be talking about facing the devil. For every
Wow.
single one of us, we have a devil in our life that
Wow.
we need to deal with. Not
Wow.
until we are able to deal with that aspect of our life, it never allows us to move forward.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I'm going to stop there with that. So if you want to hear more, please get your ticket.
that we're not going to share that main
No,
story
I'm not
today.
going to share
Okay?
that main
That,
story, Mr. Philip. I don't want to
and, I,
share it.
and I tell you what, listen, if you're in the UK or you are, whether anywhere you are, you want to change your life. You want to change the story. You want to change the narrative. Listen, Dr. Moses said something last week when I interviewed. He said, not all storms are there to destroy us.
Mm-mm.
Some storms are just there to give you
They're
enough.
stepping
That's it.
stones for you to
So,
get to where
so
you need to get.
some storms are just there to let you decide: do you want to stay down or are you ready for the top? And one
Exactly.
thing I would say: when you are already on the floor, when you're already down, the only way is up. When
Exactly.
you're already down,
Exactly. Exactly. Because you're down already. You just need to get up.
so
You
you're done
just
already. So the only way is to get. So charity will be sharing that inspiring, impeccable, compelling story on the 28th of October. So if you're in London or if you're watching the broadcast, you live in London, somewhere near London, you need to hear this story. And guess what? She will be displaying our products. She will be exhibiting our product as well. So you can ask her, you can speak to her one on one, you can take pictures with Charity because I am being inspired today. She said she was ready to change. Let me just ask you, how all our viewers, how many of you are ready to change your life? Now, if you're ready, just type in the chat box. I'm ready. I'm ready. If you're ready, just type in there in the chat box. I'm ready. I'm ready. Just type in. I'm ready. How many of you are ready to, or you know somebody who is to change
exactly.
their income anywhere you are in the world? Is anybody you want to be better? You want to move ahead? She said she was determined and she was ready. And she said, you need, yeah, I say, Katrina, Karina, thank you. Oh, Karin, thank you. So if you're watching, I want to type in the chat box and also subscribe to the channels, okay? Subscribe to the channel and type in, I'm ready. So I'm ready to change. She said she took a leap of faith. Wow, a leap of faith. Listen, if we don't take that step, if we don't take that leap, nothing will happen. Nothing. In fact,
Nothing.
the best
Nothing.
prayer warrior can lay their hands on you and speak in tongues. But if
Nothing.
you don't take that step,
Nothing,
nothing.
guys.
But
Nothing happens.
and also, you mentioned about you going to university. Now, that skills is not wasted because
Exactly.
you now tell me, how has that skill helped you?
Oh my God, it's helped me in my business, to be honest to you, because we know that in this day and age that we are in, it's all about digital, it's all about
Absolutely.
technology, it's all about
Yes.
social media, it's all about.
Yes.
So for me, it's kind of helped me in regards to doing presentation. I'm
Yes,
able to use um Microsoft apps and things like that. It's helped me so much in being able to know that, using the computer and things like that. So that knowledge, like you said, Mr. Philip, it's not a waste.
it's not a
You know,
waste. No,
and I want to say this to anyone out there: whatever you've gone through in life, whether the positive or the negative, it's not a waste.
absolutely.
It is not a waste, because a day would come when
Yes.
somebody would need to hear that aspect of your story.
Wow. Wow.
A day would come when somebody, you could sit down and you will see this person telling you what he or she is going through. And
Yes.
you can remember that, you know what, I have been through this. So I have a solution for this person. So I
Yes.
can provide solution to that person. So never
Wow.
you think that that situation that you are in or what you're going through is something that would never be useful in the future, because it would be
Absolutely.
useful in the future. It might not be for
Absolutely.
you, it might even be for your children, it might even be for somebody else, but just bear that in mind. I just thought I'd share that.
Oh, that's very inspiring. Thank you for sharing that. Now, I want you what before we go further. Now, I, I want you to advise, especially women in the UK. And I say the UK because um, you are based in the UK,
Mm-hmm,
and we have many people here who just believe that they now they have to go and get a job, go and get a job, get a job, and they would struggle with that for years and years and find themselves doing a job they do not like. And when they
mm-hmm,
go to work, they take their anger out on people. In psychology, it's called transfer of aggression. So because you're doing the job you don't like now. I can
mm-hmm.
see the smile on your face. You are very happy. You're a very happy woman. A very happy woman. And I love that your smile is very infectious. You're very, very infectious. I love that. So there are people in the UK. People don't understand what we go through in the UK. You know, it's hard, but you have to make it. You have to really define yourself and change
Mm-hmm,
that mindset. So
mm-hmm.
there are people in the UK or people who are watching you right now. They talk about the problem, but they are not still willing to change that. What would you be for your advice? What would you say to them? They say, listen, if you have this issue, this is what I did. What would you say to them?
Thank you so much. You know why? The reason why I was actually laughing when you were saying it, because I used to be that kind of a person. Because I remember
Right.
years ago, somebody actually approached me and said, "Oh, I've got this." I say, "You know what? I just love my job. I just want to do this job because I didn't want to go through the stress of, you know, calling people. I didn't understand the business, to be honest to you. But because she mentioned business,
Wow.
that word business kind of like literally just put me off. I say, you know what, I don't want to get involved in any business. I just want to do my get my nine do my 9 to 5 job and
Yeah.
just go home and take care of the family. But honestly speaking, 9 to 5 job is no longer enough.
No. No. No.
It's no longer enough, whether you want to believe it or not. We've come into the era that we are in, that you need not just one stream of income, not
Yes.
two streams of income. You need streams.
Streams
Streams.
of income. That's
Bear
it.
in mind, I actually stressed the S. So you need streams of income.
Wow.
You
Wow.
know, it's not about the degree,
No.
it's not about you going to school, but it's about you just looking deep down inside yourself to rediscover, to redesign,
Yes.
to whatever you have to in your life that needs to be changed, and for
Wow.
you to step up and start
Wow.
asking yourself, what can I actually do?
Wow.
Because we have it inside of us. Every single one of us have it inside of us. And it takes somebody, like I said earlier, it would take someone like Mr. Philip, it would take someone like myself or anyone else that you come in contact to help you to unleash it, because we have that potential in us.
Yes.
God has given to us everything that pertains to life and godliness. It's all
Wow.
been given. Everything has been given. So you need to ask yourself, where do I stand? What's my position? What role do I have to play as a person? How do I impact my next door neighbor? How do I impact that person that has spoken to me about ABC that he or she is going through? We have come to the point where each person on earth is a solution provider, and you've got to make
Absolutely.
yourself that
Absolutely.
solution provider.
Wow, wow, I love that. So if you're watching this afternoon, uh, maybe it's night or evening or morning where you're watching from, I am Philip Oladejo, the Executive Director of the Global Authors Club and the Business Award UK, and I'm speaking with Charity Iyamu, a global business owner in the UK. And I have to be global because by December, she will be receiving a global award. What? Listen, you just have to start. If you don't start, that nobody's going to see you. There's no reward in being idle. Now, 3 points I want to bring out, which you just said, and I said it. We need to rediscover ourselves. Rediscover what is that thing that you can do. What is it that you know that you can do? Bible said that a man's gifts makes way for him.
Makes way
It's
for him,
not the
yeah.
degree. The degree provides the avenue, the foundation on which to build everything else. So we have to rediscover. Number two, you have to reconnect yourself, reconnect. Now, what is it I'm good at? What can I actually do? What can I do in myself? Number three, redefine. So you redefine yourself, Charity. Tell us more about redefinition. Now it is you now after 7 years.
Okay, I was able to, when we talk about redefining ourselves, there's sometimes you don't know what you have got inside of you. You don't know what God
Absolutely.
has actually deposited inside of you. Just to make fun, just for joking matter, I remember years ago somebody said to me, "Have you noticed that when babies come into the world, they come in with their hands clenched?
Yes.
Do you really know what that means? That means as soon as they come out, what do? They open it.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that means that they're coming in with a gift.
Wow.
And as they're coming in with that gift, and as soon as they open it, that means the gift is ready to be released.
Wow.
So that's why
Wow.
I'm saying to us tonight that every single one of us that is listening here tonight or watching this on replay, you have a gift. And
Wow.
you need to allow that gift to make way for you. And
Wow.
not until you are able to redefine, like you said, when we talk about redefine, who are you?
Wow.
Who
Wow.
has God made you to be? You need to
Wow.
find it. There's more to me. There was more to me. Like I said to you, I knew there was more to me,
Wow. Wow.
but
Love that.
I didn't know how.
Mm.
So it took,
Wow.
I always call her my angel. It took this lady that I met on social media. You're listening to us. This is social, that I met on Facebook. It took her for God to use her to bring me out.
Wow.
So if
Wow.
I hadn't met her, if I hadn't said yes, if I hadn't listened to that still small voice that spoke to me, if I hadn't, I wouldn't be here. So have somebody spoken to you in the past? Has
Wow.
somebody told you that there is more to you?
Wow.
Has somebody said anything to you, whether positive or negative? Whatever they've said to you that is negative, you need to react to that negative words that has been spoken to you and tell yourself that, you know what, if this person is saying these negative words to me, then that means there is something in me that I need to unleash. And what is that thing that you need to unleash? The same thing applies if somebody tells you that you are good at this. You need to ask yourself, if I'm good at doing this, then that means there is more that can actually come out of this goodness.
Wow.
And you
Wow.
need to take that same step and unleash it and get yourself to where you want to. I'm not yet where I want to be, but I am working towards it.
I love that. I love that. Well, if you're watching, tapping in the chat box, there is more to me. Tapping. I want you to personalize and
Exactly.
say
There is
there is
more.
more. Now, I
There
want you
is
to
more.
put let me just also just try to recognize some of the people who are watching. I have Karine watching. I have Yetunde watching. I I have some more that people watching here. So if you're watching this afternoon, type it in the chat box. There is more to me. There is more to yes, keep it coming, keep it coming. There is more to me. There is more to me. There is yes, I say thank you. Yes, yeah, it is well for sure. TV, yeah, tap it, Gladys, thank you. Tap it, keep it coming. It is well. There's more to me. Yeah, Carrie, yes, there is more to me. Say it. There is more to me. You can hear it. So we've just heard a word that's going to be echoed around the room, around the conference room on the 28th of October. Liz, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Stella, thank you for watching. There is more to you. Yes, there is more to me than the world can see right now. They say, you are
Exactly.
seeing Charity, and this woman, she's on fire. She's on fire. She's on fire. So if you want to watch Charity, if you want to take picture with Charity on the 28th of October, the iconic Holiday Inn in London High Street, Kensington. Wow, you've got to be there. Get your ticket. The link is on there, or get in touch with Charity. Now, there is more. I just love that word now. There is more to me. Well, I love that. There is Lord, there's more. Felicia, thank you for watching. Felicia Chidozie, thank you for watching. Stella, thank you for watching. Gladys, thank you for watching. Karine, Liz, and all of you. If you're watching, please subscribe to the channels, click like, comment, and so you can have the opportunity to our next guest. So she said, and I love what you just said this afternoon, and I've taken so much from you. There is more to me. What? 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 Especially women. God has put so much. Belinda, thank you. There is more to me. I love that. I think Charity, that be our song on that night. There is more to
There
me.
is more. There is more. Yes, there is. And mostly
But
as women. Can I just mostly as women?
yes,
Because that's one thing we as women we tend to think is the fact that, if I've got that 9 to 5 job and all of that. I remember growing up, I've always said to myself that I don't want to work for anyone.
wow, wow,
I want to, because I grew up seeing my mom, having her own business, even though I wasn't business oriented, and all that. I didn't have it in me, but I saw her growing up. She had time. She was always there for me and my siblings. Anytime we needed something, needed someone to speak to, she was always there. And at the same time, she was running her own business. But I did not know what I needed to do. you know
wow,
I did not know what I needed to do for me to be able to do that, in order for me to spend time with my kids and all that. But then I found a business venture. Now my question to you as a woman, mostly
wow,
women that watch other women on social media, and you see people, or you've watched me and you hear me talk about this amazing business opportunity, and you're asking yourself, why should she be doing that? I want to say this business has given me the time freedom to be able
wow,
to spend time, what I've always wanted, to be able to spend time with my children. It's giving me that financial freedom. The last 7 years of my life, by the grace of God, I'm always referring this because it is only by the grace.
wow,
The
wow.
last 7 years, I told you guys, I came into UK at a very young age. I've been in the UK for over 30 years. And I'm going to say this to the glory of God, is that this last 7 years of my life has been the best, because I have been able to achieve. I have been able to achieve what I could not achieve for myself
Wow, wow,
previously. Because why? Because I made that decision.
wow,
So
wow,
you have to make that decision. Like I said, not for anyone else, but for yourself. And if you're a mother, look at those children that you have. What do you want to leave for them? What
absolutely.
are you teaching them? Because You are their role model. They're looking at you, they're watching you, they're seeing you, they're seeing what you're doing. Are you leaving them at home, going to your 9 to 5 job? You don't have time, you don't spend time with them, you're not building relationship with them, you're not there to discuss what their fears are in school or what their worries are. You're not there for them. Like I said, you need to do something for yourself.
Wow.
You need to. You
Wow.
need to start thinking, not just for you. Think
Wow.
about those children
Wow. Wow.
because you are building somebody else's business. You are building somebody else's career that they have gone through and they've been able to establish something for themselves. So you need to establish something for yourself.
Wow, wow, wow. Charity, we now, if you want to hear more, I'm going to bring Charity back on this show
Oh my God.
at some point. Yeah, because I when now when I used to when I was in I was trained as a paralegal in this country. I was dealing with immigration and things like that. No, I had a big heart for women, especially because women go through the time where you give birth and taking the whole stay at home with the kids. That's why I'm saying I'm trying to focus on the women in the UK because in Nigeria, yeah, or Africa, there will be somebody that will help you with your family
There's
and
that
things like
support
that.
system.
But
We've got
in
that
the
support
UK,
system, but
it's
there's none here.
different. It's different. So if you are watching this afternoon or tonight or this evening or you're watching a replay, I want you to come I want you to be part of this program on the 20 networking on the 28th and listen to Charity talking more about our journey. So let me just kind of just say, just look at what some people have actually put here. We have Corinne, well done, Coach Charity. Yetuni said, wash hand. Lizzie, as you said, every journey has a purpose. Wow! Please let's just put our hands together for this lady, this Liz. Wow! Every journey has a purpose. Every journey. So if you are in the UK, you are in London area or adjacent city, you've got to be at this networking event on the 28th of October. It's Friday, and guess what? We are also celebrating Black History Month. The black people who are in this country that they've gone through. Look at that. She's been in the country over 30 years, and in 7 years, things have changed. So oh, I love that. I love that. So, if you're in the UK, I want you to attend this networking is for coaches, for authors, for speakers. You yes, these the you can see the flyer is LinkedIn Hangout and the Global Authors Club Business Networking Evening on the 28th of October, and it's 6 p.m. To 10 p.m. Now, I have amazing people. I have Steve Mills. Steve is the ex England table tennis player. I have Charity, which you listen to. I have Femi. I have Dr. Moses. I have Abidin. So I have Veronica, another amazing coach as well. So if you are in London, you need to be a part of it. So we have a lot of things: music, DJ, 360, all kind of things. And you are going to be speaking to coaches if you are interested in property as well. We have amazing people in this community that you can speak to. So thank you guys, everyone who has been listening. I am Philip Oladejo, the founder and the executive director of the Global Authors Club and Business Award UK. If you are thinking about putting your story into book, and I guarantee you, by before December, Charity will be having a book. So you are going to be buying the book from Charity. So in fact, we are going to get the book cover, get it sorted out, so you can actually pre-book Charity Iyamu's book. And then if you are in the UK as well in December, come and watch Charity collecting the Global Award, the Global
Ooh.
Business Award. The Global Business Award. Listen, I am so grateful that in this interview, in this journey, I have come across great people with inspiring story, compelling story. Listen, it is possible. There is more to you. There is more to you. It is beyond this 9 to 5 kind of job, working with who you don't like. You go to work in the morning and you have to be at work at 7 o'clock. Now people actually get to work at 4 a.m. in the morning. People go to work at 4 a.m., which means you have to leave the house at 2 a.m. Now, this is a business that you can actually do and build the life that you want for yourself. It is possible, and there is more to you. So you need to make a big decision. So, Charity, what will be your summary as we round up this program? What would you say to people?
I think, in summary, what I would say to anyone out there is you need to look at yourself. And just like we said, the theme of the night on the 28th is going to be there is more to you. And you
That's
tell
it.
yourself that there is more to you. There is more inside of you that you have to give out, that you can think or imagine, or it will take you to actually rediscover yourself and redefine your purpose, because we all have a purpose. You need to redefine your purpose and ask yourself, why am I really here on earth? Whose life am I supposed to be changing? Because
Wow.
we are all solution providers. So for me, I would say to anyone out there, whether you're based here in the UK or whichever country you might be in, regardless of which country you are, but I know we're solely based on the UK because of the events that we have. All I'm going to say to you is start doing something for yourself. Take
Wow.
that step. Take
Wow.
that leap of faith. That's what I did. I took that leap of faith. Life is a risk. And if you don't take that risk, you would never know, because there are two things that you can get out of it when you take the risk. It can either go the wrong way or it goes the right way. And even when it goes the wrong way, it doesn't make you a failure. It's an
Fantastic.
experience. Life is an experience. You've got to experience it. You've got to experience the good and the odds for you to be able to know where you stand, where you fit in, and what your purpose is. So, and
Wow.
you would never know that if you're folding your hands and sitting on the couch and doing nothing about it. So please get up and do something that would help you to change your life and change your generations to come. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. This is amazing. I love that. Get up, do something for yourself. Just before we go, if you are in the UK, you are business owners, you are coach, speaker, you think that your business deserve an award, get in touch with me. Look at it. This is a proper award, a proper Grammy award, right? So Charity will be laying a hand on one of these in December. So it's going to be a night of fun and celebration. Okay. So unleash. Oh, I love that. Liz, unleash the beast in you. I love that. I love that.
Unleash the beast in
Unleash
you.
the beast in you. I
Oh
love
my
that.
God. This is
Right,
topic. When I
guys.
say it's kind of more like in the spirit, but because that's really where my topic is on that 28th. For anyone that cares, that wants to be there, get your ticket. If you want to get in touch with me for you to be able to get that ticket, get your ticket. You need to be there live, guys. You need to be there. Not just me, just like what Mr. Philip said, there are other amazing speakers, people who their life who has made that decision, because
Wow.
life is all about making a decision. You make that decision that you don't want to be where you are. Like you said, Mr. Philip, the only place you can get to, the last point you can get to is on the floor.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Once you get to the bottom, that's it. You hit the bottom. You have the option to either remain there at the bottom or you pick yourself and get up and stand and get to the top.
Wow.
So
Thank you
please get
so
your
much.
ticket and we would love you to be there. It's Black
Wow.
History Night. We want you to be there so that we can celebrate our Black community. We need to be
Wow.
celebrated.
Wow. So thank you so much, guys. You've heard it from Charity. Get your ticket. Check my page on LinkedIn, Philip Oladejo, and get in touch. It'll be a great night, and we look forward to seeing you. Don't forget, get up, do something, make a decision. There is more to you than you think. So until we come your way again, thank you so much, all our viewers who have watched, who are going to replay and watch replay, of those who are thinking of starting a business. We appreciate every one of you. So thank you so much. Have a great evening until we come your way again. Thank you. Bye bye.